Well, hello, welcome to Chicago. How's everybody doing? I didn't even bring the jacket this afternoon. It was cool this morning, or we're at after the noon hour here. It was 45 degrees this morning, so I was wearing a jacket, but I just checked the phone. It's 63 degrees, so I'm just wearing a flannel shirt. And it doesn't feel bad at all. We're heading into the loop here in Chicago. We're starting our usual lunch walk. It feels good in the sun. I know there's rain in the forecast, but I don't see a cloud, hardly a cloud in the sky. We got beautiful blue sunshine here. Look at Michigan Avenue. So here, let's, I might cross the street here because I'm gonna check out these alleys here. I'm gonna go a slightly different route. Hey, how's it going, Kitty? Thanks for tuning in. Happy Wednesday. We got sunshine, 63 degrees. It's much warmer already due to the sunshine than it was this morning. Like I said, I know there's rain in the forecast, but hey, we're going to take advantage of this sunshine. Someone made a good suggestion yesterday. I walked by the Chase Plaza many times there, where the Chase Bank building is right in the center of the loop. And there's some Marc Chagall Mosaics there. I knew they were there. There's the L going by here. Let me zoom in a little bit. There's the L going by both directions here. Here we got traffic here, but yeah. So, but here, let me zoom back out here if I can. Here, hold on a second here. There we go. Hey, Dolores, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so Garland Court. That's what, we walk down the Garland Court that way. There's the Mather Tower. And of course I posted that. See, it says Garland Court. Here's a car coming. Here's the J.C. Rivera. Hey, how's it going? And his bear. Let's walk down this alley because I want to see if we find any interesting things in the alley. We'll cross over Wabash and then we'll pop out at the right just south of the Chicago Theater, if I can do this right. And we'll come out on State Street. And then I'll head over to the Chase Bank Tower there, and we'll try to check out the Marc Chagall Mosaic. See, look, there's an entrance right there to this building, back off of this alley. And then look how, all the loading back here. I'm just checking this out, And these used to be like real streets back in the heyday of the loop, but, now they're mostly just used for loading docks and stuff. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Chris? Yeah, you're interacting radio show. This is like the radio station. That's good. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I saw, Chris, I saw you posted that you found a really good Halloween display. That was freaky. It was, if you check out Chris's page, he's got he found a Halloween front yard display like the ones we've been finding, but yours is better. It was like the pig was like cutting human body parts, and man, that's a freaky, scary Halloween display. Here, we'll go underneath the Wabash here. Here comes the train coming by. I hear it, but it's on the other side here. And I saw you from there. There's the brown line there going by here on Wabash here. Welcome to the loop. Look how nice that is. Mail truck coming through, blocking our view here. That's okay. Here, let's walk down this alley. I'll show you how this alley connects right to the Chicago Theater. You can go over to the Goodman Theater. We might go all the way to the Goodman, go over to Dearborn, and then we'll head down to the Chase building. That's how you found a Masonic temple too. That was nice. Or Masonic Lodge. The architecture, yeah. Michael, Dolores, yeah. But look, this is the side of the Chicago Theater. And here's some of the fire escapes for the Chicago Theater. Hopefully they'll never have to be used, but I guess they probably go to the backstage areas and the side stages of the Chicago Theater. You just joined, we're in an alley. Look at all these alleys, you know, these mid-block vistas here. See, there's a few murals. This is on the side of the building that has the Joffrey Ballet. That's interesting. It's a Chicago water tower. That's kind of interesting. But there's the side of the side marquee of the Chicago Theater. It looks like they're changing it. They got some of the letters down. That's interesting. So they call this Benton Place. I don't know anybody that calls it Benton Place, but here we'll cross. We'll see. Can we cross State Street? We're crossing State Street right in the middle of the block here, and then we get across here before this car comes. There, Raphael Sadiq revisits Tony. Remember the band Tony? Tony? T-O-N-Y, T-O-N-I, T-O-N-E. There was the Chicago Theater. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going down here. Let's go. Of course, you know, we're on State Street. We'll go down the Plug Walk here. We filmed this before, and we filmed this before. And we filmed all these shapes here. Make it good for the next generation. Yeah, okay, I'm not panned out all the way here. Hold on a second here. There, let me get all the way out here. Sometimes I don't zoom all the way out and I don't notice it until I get up close to something. Hey, you got me on the TV. Isn't it nice watching it on widescreen with YouTube? That's why I'm trying to get as many people to come on over and join us on YouTube, because look, you can throw it right on your big screen, 720p. We can film in widescreen. We can film these nice murals, and sometimes the scenes of the city look better in widescreen. I know everybody, you know, TikTok and others, and YouTube tries it with its shorts and the reels on Instagram. It's because, you know, the ubiquity of the cell phone. Everybody's got the cell phone in their pocket, so everything becomes the vertical aspect. But all you got to do is turn your phone sideways. People can watch on YouTube, just turn the phone sideways. But we can't get people to do it. Everybody loves TikTok all the time, you know, and I'm not crazy about TikTok, but that's what everybody's on, so that's what we gotta do to connect with the audience. But you guys are watching on YouTube. That's why we do this at lunch, and I appreciate it. And so we'll mix it up. We'll mix up the formats. We'll make it confusing for everybody. Here's the Goodman Theater. We're on Dearborn here, Theater District. Got the parking right there. So yeah, look at this, Beetlejuice the musical. Broadway's dearly beloved will come to Chicago. That's good. Hamilton will never stop. It'll be the new Cats. It'll play for decades and decades. That's great. There's the Lehman trilogy. Betty Boop the musical. Anybody seen Betty Boop? Is that nice? I have to check that out. Fine. How you doing, Ryan? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, watching it at Goodwill. That's great. Yeah, that's yeah. Take a break there. Watch some live streaming. It's nice. Here, let's see if we can make it across the street here before this light changes. See if anybody's coming in the bike lane. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Loop. Lunchtime. We're on Dearborn Street. Look at the bike lane. There, classic Italian specialties. Petrino's. There's the L going by. Look at that. Can you see it? Oh, we just missed it. Okay, we got the light. I know I'm zooming around here. I know it's kind of disorienting when I keep changing directions here. Hey, good. Well, thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching. Yeah, you put the idea in my mind. You said we need to do a montage. And yeah, I'm glad the music worked out. You just search for viral music. That's how I found the I think it's actually Colombian music for the one. It's like a Colombian dance song. And then the other one, of course, is from Blade Runner. It was from the new Blade Runner movie. That's the one we like, that interesting electronica sound. And yeah, they made a new Blade Runner movie a few years ago. And it goes with the same style as the original Blade Runner. It's almost like Wendy Carlos, which used to be Walter Carlos. I know that's confusing, but if you ever, the old switched on box stuff. Look at, yeah, here's Daily Plaza. We're back to the empty plaza. Hey, Brian, yeah, thanks. Yeah, Bob was talking about the likes there. He was trying to get me to stay on for 20 or 10 more minutes because I think we got to 139,000 likes. Thanks everybody for tuning in for that marathon live stream. I was on for 3 hours. Isn't that amazing? We were able to keep I know I cut out a few times, but we were able to keep a constant stream for 3 hours, 3.5 hours, which is hard to do with my phone on TikTok. We all know that. But yeah, we got to up to 139,000 likes. And it's like Bob said, I had stuff on Sunday, so if it wasn't for that, I would have stayed on because that's pretty good. I think I enjoyed it. Elon has people buying implants. We'll have Android type. You know, technology is a two-way street, as we know. You know, it leads to all kinds of ethical dilemmas and strange reactions. That's because we compete with them, you know, and they'll steal our jobs, you know. My job was taken over by AI to increase the billionaire stock price, you know. It's what happens. But yeah, the billionaires love it. They're all selling AI. AI is the new .com. You can invest in AI and invest in the future of our demise, you know. It's like investing in globalization, you know. But look, 1967. This is the Chase Tower. The side of it. Look at that curve. Look at that long sweeping curve. And you got to realize how massive these buildings are in Chicago. If this Chase building was in any other downtown, it would just dominate the downtown. Except for Manhattan, of course, it would fit within Manhattan nicely. But these buildings are nearly 1,000 feet tall, and the giant, and that's why when they built the plazas, they went to the extra effort to add public art that they commissioned, just like the Calder Flamingo, just like the Pablo Picasso. Here we got the Marc Chagall. I've walked by this a million times and never thought much about it. You know, of course, if you've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, they had the whole parade sequence where he sings Shaking a Baby, Twist and Shout, talking about Ferris Bueller, and they have a dance sequence where the people dance up and down these steps in front of the Chase building. Look how massive this building is. It takes up a whole block. Of course, half of it's this plaza, this sunken plaza. They still got the fountains on. Here's the Marc Chagall. I think he grew up in Russia or Belarus, but you know, he ended up living in France. Marc Chagall is this modernist architect. He was a contemporary of Pablo Picasso and all the modernists and the surrealists, but he was known not just for doing mosaics like this, but he did these, you know, his style, colorful style here. This is, see if we can get the whole thing. And you got these benches here. This is Marc Chagall's mosaics here. They kind of got it fenced off. They do monitor this for graffiti. They don't want people doing graffiti on this. And you can imagine all the people that have tried to add their own artwork to this. Isn't this nice? Yeah, and we can, especially in widescreen. Hopefully it's streaming okay. This is Marc Chagall. You can look him up on the internet and find out the significance of. I'll slowly pan. You see, like. This is the Ferris wheel. So, but it's not the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier. It's the Ferris wheel from the World's Columbian Exposition in 1893, the one down on the south side. Yeah, Four Seasons. There you go. This is Four Seasons. And thanks for prompting me to go over and see the horse, the human figures. Look at the colors, like the flying angel there with the bird, and you know, look, the fish. There's his signature right there. So these, you know, look at these, you know, world-renowned artists. We got the Calder Flamingo, a modernist, Pablo Picasso, of course, the most important cubist modernist of the 20th century, and then we got this Marc Chagall, another important artist. There's his signature again there too. Here's the side. We'll walk around the whole thing here and try to document it here for YouTube land. And yeah, how many times have I walked by this? And there's the clock. We'll look at this plaza. So this was intended to be like Chicago's Rockefeller. We'll look at it again here in a second. You know, of course, the sunken plaza there at Rockefeller. Here's the other side of the Marc Chagall Four Seasons here. Look at the beautiful color schemes, the yellows and the pinks and the musical figures dancing here. We got the birds. There you see the skyline of Chicago right there. I think he did this in the early 70s, so it was like 1971. Yeah, I'm sure, hopefully there's an art appreciation course. If not, we'll do it ourselves. We're doing it right now, you know. We're looking at these wonderful, this large mosaic. There's the fish and the birds. You see these things that repeat, the human figures here, the mothers and the women. Look at the sun, Four Seasons, so I guess that's summer. And yeah, more musical people dancing and playing music. And it's so wide, you know, maybe I can get across the way and get the whole thing in here. But welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Four Seasons Marc Chagall mosaic here. Oh, good. There you go, Michael Anderson. Thanks for, yeah, it's called The Gift. Good. So on YouTube, search for The Gift, and it's a documentary about the making of it. And I'll check that out too. And yeah, thanks, Tara. Thanks, Michael, for the good info, and Chris and everybody, you know, why not check out this? And if you're here, you see where we're at. We got the clock here, Hyatt-centric right here. I think the Italian Village is right there, but here's the tall Chase Tower here. And look at the fountains. Again, this was intended to be, see the McDonald's is there, this sunken plaza, and I'm glad people are down there actually using it. I've been here in the wintertime when there's nobody, not even pigeons down here. It was you know, it was like intended to be Chicago's Rockefeller Center. I don't think they've ever put ice skating down there. It'd be interesting if they put ice skating down there. Rockefeller Center works really well because it's just, somehow it works better than this one. I don't know if the steps are too deep, if it's too deep, or it's because of the Chicago's weather that in the wintertime this becomes a harsh thing, and maybe in the summertime it's too hot. But it's a nice plaza on the south side. And look, it's 2 blocks south of this. So in the center of the loop, these are the 3 plazas. And then the Daily has the Picasso, this has the Marc Chagall, and the Federal Plaza has the Calder Flamingo, and they're the center blocks of the loop. Here's the Italian Village. I think we went in there one time. There's a nice Italian Village restaurant. It's still here. There's some. There's a Walgreens. There's that bell with the clock. That's been there for a long time. They got that. See, it says 60 degrees. We got this McDonald's. I remember eating at this McDonald's during COVID. It was weird, but now it's much better. But look, they got the fountains on. So here, let's head down to the sun. Let's go down here and see what this plaza looks like. And then we can see the Marc Chagall behind the clock tower across the way. Look, they got this little games where you hook the balls around. But look, yeah, you got to walk down all these steps to get down here. I'm sure it's ADA accessible, but you know, I always argue that they made the plaza too deep. You know, contrast this with the Federal Plaza and the Daily Plaza where they're at grade level. This, you got to walk down all these steps to get down there. But look at this fountain. This is gushing. I'm glad it's still on. But there you can see the whole Marc Chagall. But recently they redeveloped it, and they took a lot of it over and made it indoors. There's a food court over there now. We'll go back over there sometime. They filled in a lot of the Sears Tower Plaza with building. They recently redeveloped it. And I got a TikTok where we peek inside there, I think, or maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe it's on YouTube where we go inside. They call it the Urban Space Food Court. But here we're in the sunken plaza here. You can see all the buildings that surround us here from the case. Urban Market Auditorium. I don't see anything in there. Is this even open? 10 South Dearborn. Yeah, it's not even open. Let's see if anything's on the other side. This is how you get into the Chase building. I'm afraid to go in there because usually the security, they might not even want me filming out here. You know how corporate security is, but there's people sitting out here having their lunch. This is nice. Let's see what's in here. There looks like there's some food, dining. Oh, hopefully my connection won't cut out here. Let's see. Am I streaming okay? Okay, good. No. Okay, good. I'll go right back out. I'm going back outside. I just wanted to see what this was. See, security was. You see how he was loose? The proud history, the first bastille bake in Chicago, found 1863. Okay, good. Let's go back up to the Marc. I want to see if there's a plaque telling about any more information about the Marc Chagall up here. I went through the turnstile. He was right there. I said hello. I said sarcastically. Welcome to corporate America. You know. Yeah, I don't see a plaque or anything. Well, there is over there. Okay, so let me film the artwork here. Look at that. There's another sun over here. Look at these figures here. The Ferris wheel. Marc Chagall. Marc Chagall. I don't see a plaque or anything talking about it. Anyway, okay, that's enough about that. Thanks for tuning in. I'm losing my signal here. I lost my signal, so let's wait for my signal to come back here. There, it's coming back, so I have to stop moving. I was moving too fast. Okay. So thanks for staying on. I lost my signal, but now it's coming back, so we'll head over this way and see if I can get back up to 3,800 kilobits per second here. See, they zap me with their live streaming gun and cut off my stream here. Here, we're back to 3,800 kilobits per second. We're on Dearborn Street. So since it's such a beautiful Lurie Gardens, sometimes we get lucky. Here's the Inland Steel Building. Inland Steel Building 30. I don't know if it's Dearborn or the other street, but look, this was one of the first buildings not to have a corner column here, and that's why this was built. Well, I guess what in the 60s. The Inland Steel Building was one of the first buildings built after the Great Depression, along with the Prudential Building, the first one. Look at that giant wall with no windows. That was unusual, modern looking feet. You guys see me okay now? I know I lost connectivity for a second there. I don't know how it happened. Like I was just in that area and it was streaming fine, then I walked back to the same area and I lost some of the bandwidth. Look at that alley. Look at that. Look at that. It's okay? Good. Okay, good. Thanks for the feedback there. So here, North American building, Halliburton Roche, 1912. Terracotta details and massive scale make this building a fine example of neo-Gothic architecture, giving the impression of 15th century cathedral. Look at this. So let's back up. Let's get across the street and see if I can film this. This is a Halliburton Roche building here. Yeah, the loop's just full of important architectural, to the history of skyscrapers. Halliburton Roche, 1912. Look how it's clad. It's clad with that terracotta. Neo-Gothic. Look at that, 1912. See how it gleams in the sun? And then this one's an important one too. Now it's a Hampton Inn. Look at that nice cornice. And that narrow alley that separates them. Look at that. It's okay now? Okay, good. Yeah, I know I cut out there for a second, so good. Hopefully I'll stay above 30 in here. Thank you. There's State Street looking north, State Street looking south. Look at these beautiful peacock doors and the brass, and look at the griffins on the side there, the clock. This nice detailing here for the Palmer House Hilton. The clock, they got falcons and peacocks on the clock right here at Chicago landmark Palmer House Hotel. So yeah, let's get out into the sun here. Let's go over towards Millennium Park. I didn't expect this beautiful sunshine at lunchtime. This is great. They charge interest on your scones. Yeah, the bank. Of course. Usury. They're guaranteed profits. If you can't make your payments, they take your collateral. It's great. There, Potter Palmer. So we've been in the Palmer House many times. Every time I go in there, I lose my connection, so I'll stay outside. Look at that! Look at that alley. Look, there's murals in here. So let's check this out. Let's see. Let's cross. This is Monroe Street. This is the Carson Prairie Scott Building, and inside the loading docks here. Let's see. Look, there's a mural right there. This is inside the loading dock area. I never walked down in here, so we're behind where it's now the Gothic Target. Murals. I guess they got permission. Here's my connection. I'm attempting to, I'm attempting to document these murals in here and just walk through the other side, but these buildings are so massive and thick that the cell reception doesn't carry through these alleys. It says private property, no parking. There, my connection's coming back here. So I'm trying to document these murals. We're in a covered alley. That's the loading dock murals here underneath the Carson Prairie Scott. That's fine. Yeah, you can watch the replay. Yeah, you can always watch the replay. Thanks, Tara. No problem. That's why we do this. That's the good thing about YouTube. It all gets recorded, and you can go back at your convenience, anybody, and you don't have to watch it live. I appreciate people watching it live because I got a live audience for people to react to things. But you know me, I can talk even if nobody's watching, and I've done that before. Because it's a voiceover for whenever you're able to watch it. I'll just narrate it. The great narrator. Yeah, right. Look how you can see the facade of the Palmer House Hilton, the side here. Look at that. Stuff I don't notice when you're driving down the street. Have a good day there. But here we'll head over to Millennium Park here. Got 12:32 in the PM, Chicago Central Time. Going to the L tracks here at Wabash. You got the light. Yeah, here's a nice shot of the green line coming by. Look at this. Yeah, he's taking a picture of it too. It's nice. Scenes of the city. It's going slow. Taking a slow train. Train spotting. Yeah, you got it, Chris. Wabash is such an interesting street because, the L's here, it's very dense. We're only a block away from Michigan Avenue. So you got all these interesting Miller's Pub. There's always L trains going by. It's a heavily trafficked section of the L, even more than Wells. Not all the trains go down Wells that go around the loop, but all the you see, like the green line doesn't go around the entire loop.
Are you typically a fast one?
Yeah, I like the fashion. I like that people are dressing up. This is more like something you see in Tokyo where people actually dress up when they go out, and that's nice. I'm seeing more and more of that, the younger generation. And I guess TikTok has something to do with it. People love to dress up and cosplay, and people, I see more and more of the younger generation really invest in fashion. you know, and as opposed to me, the grungy Gen Xer that just throws on a flannel shirt and doesn't even, barely puts a brush through my hair. The sound of the L, yeah, sounds of the city. University Club of Chicago, look at that alley. Yeah, the University Club's right here. There's the Pritzker Military Libraries on the second floor. Maybe we'll check that out sometime. You have to pay admission to get in there, so if I do it, I want to take a full hour to go through there. If I pay to get in there, I don't want to just pay and stay 5 minutes. Here, we'll cross, look at that, that's a nice hat. Wow, it's great. Here, we'll rush to get across Michigan Avenue here while we got the light. This car is creeping up on me here. There's Michigan Avenue. Look at the sun. We got to soak up this sun. You know, it's still October. This is great. It still looks like summer. Look, it still looks like summer. The trees are still green. Look at that. Look up to the Wrigley building. Aeon Tower. And they still got the Crown Fountain still on. So let's check out. Let's see. Am I streaming okay? Good. Yeah, there's the... Remember I got kicked out of the athletic club? There's the University Club. The Monroe building, these great skyscrapers with the gabled roofs. Very, very rare. There's the old Montgomery Ward building. But here, let's go up to the Crown Fountain while they still got the water on. This is nice. Nobody's in the water, but we got 63 degrees and sunshine, so it looks nice. And I won't linger here. We've shown this many times. I do want to see if I can walk through the Lurie Gardens, because the Lurie Gardens look nice different seasons of the year, and so we'll check it out here. We'll go by the Art Institute on the side. They got some nacho trucks, elotes, tacos. Get your tacos. There it's spitting out water. Here, let me zoom in here. There's the Crown Fountain here. We caught it. That's a nice perspective. I usually don't get that perspective where you get the front and the back there and you get the buildings behind it, people sitting on either side. See, look how nice that looks in widescreen. Yeah. It's spitting out for a long time. Look at that. There it goes. So, welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Crown Fountain here in Millennium Park. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Yeah, we're over on Monroe here by the Art Institute. We'll head up to the Lurie Gardens, see what's shaking. Yeah, the sunshine. There's the one of the loading docks for the Art Institute. And then we'll go over the Metra South Shore trough there. You see the trains, and then they go underneath there in a tunnel here, and you see how Millennium Park, there's train tracks. We use the air rights. I always hope eventually someday either the Art Institute will build more wings over the top of that, or they'll make it a plaza or a park, because, you know, it's underutilized space. But it is nice when you're in the trains there to be able to look up and see the buildings when you pull into Millennium Station. So many of Marc Chagall's contemporaries in there. A gift shop with books in it right there. Here's where the parking comes out. We're on Monroe here. Look how the modern wing is. Yeah, that's good. That's always good. You can always throw it up on the big screen there and watch it later. That's the great thing about YouTube, is it records the entire live. Makes it easy for me, because, well, it makes it dangerous because I got to be careful with what I say so I don't misspeak, and if I do, it gets recorded for posterity, so maybe it keeps me from losing my cool as I've been known to do on other platforms. But it's getting better. I'm not taking things so seriously, you know, and because how can we take any of this seriously? You know, you be banished from the island at any time. Here, so now we made it to the Lurie Gardens. It looks like I'm still streaming at 38 kilobits per second. We'll get the top of the Aeon in there. Look how they got the milkweed pods. The milkweed pods have burst. That's why everybody's allergies are all milkweeds spreading its seed, flying through the air there. Yeah, we're starting to get the fall looking weedy. Giant weeds here. Lurie Gardens. And they didn't really ever turn this on. Usually in the past they would turn on this canal feature. Yeah, you know where we're at, Chris. Yeah, right at the Lurie Gardens, which of course there's a parking garage underneath us. And so look at that for mixed use. You got a park on the top and you can see these great views from the Art Institute. The whole skyline that faces Grant Park here. Smurfit Stone, Prudential Aon, Blue Cross Blue Shield, all the way over. Eventually you can see the St. Regis, but it's kind of hidden behind the Aon right here. But yeah, these Lurie Gardens, this nice, great park refuge right in the middle of the city. People sit on the side here. You get there's some paths and benches where this hedge is. There's, look at it, you can see the Sears Tower. And yeah, what time we got? 12:40. We're doing good on time, so we're still streaming. How notoriously bad my streaming has been in the summer and spring on TikTok trying to film the bean. But now that the bean's under construction and I'm doing lunchtime on YouTube, I got 30. Oh, that now I drop down. So I've reached the edge. So if I walk that direction, I lose my bandwidth. So let's stay over here. Let's go back to, we'll walk out this way. Maybe I'll be able to keep streaming here if I walk this way. It's so weird. At least Streamlabs, I can see with a slight lag, I can see my streaming rate, which helps out a lot. I know I lost connectivity briefly this morning on TikTok, and it was in a place I usually don't lose connectivity. It always frustrates me. I'm like, why is this happening? But just the travails of walking around the city here. You see where we're at here is the Pritzker Band Shell. So the bean's under construction. We know what that looks like. You know, I almost want to walk across this bridge, but let's see how my streaming holds out here. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching on YouTube, the widescreen. Yeah, you can always, like Chris, to throw it up on the big screen, watch the rerun live later. And yeah, I hear you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll head across this. Look at all these people walking across here. It's nice that it's used. And that's, you know, if the bean wasn't under construction, there'd be a crowd of people there, especially, you know, even, I guess most people have moved on from the marathon. There was a lot of people wearing their medallions yesterday and Monday, their medals that they got from running in the marathon. But that was great. That was a great live. Thanks everybody for tuning in for the marathon coverage. And yeah, you know, that guy, you know, I know it's all relative, you know. Here I am sweating and feel hot. That guy's wearing shorts. The other guy, he's wearing a hat and a winter coat. That shows how, you know, if you live in Florida or Arizona, 63 degrees feels cold. But us Chicagoans that brave the sub-zero temperatures, this is a warm summer day. That's why in the wintertime, if I go to New Orleans or Florida or Texas to visit my family, it'll be, you know, 59 degrees and sunny, and I'll be like in shorts, and they'll be like, it's cold. And I'm like, no, this feels nice compared to Chicago. It's all relative, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she's got her coat on too. But it was cold this morning. It was 45 degrees, and that's probably why. Here's Columbus looking south. How's it going? Here's Columbus looking north. Yeah. Here we'll get. Yeah, they're taking some nice photos there. It's a nice photo op there. Yeah, isn't that nice? Thanks for finding the button there. Yeah, it all helps. We're learning how to play the game here. You know, you got to play the social media game. I don't understand it either. Most of us here on this, we came of age before the internet, you know, and I was lucky. Imagine if every stupid thing I did in my teenage and college years, if it was recorded online, you know, it was good to have anonymity, you know. The Polaroid, you could throw it away, you know. Internet, it's forever, you know, even like what I'm recording right now, you know. It just took me a while to get used to it, you know, but then you realize, you're in good company. Everybody's got content online. It's the brave new future. There's no going back now. Look at that. Look at that. Look how clear the sky is. I can't believe there's rain in the forecast. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Yeah, it's hard to type fast. I know I have the same problem. And that's what I have to realize. You know, when people are trying to write in the comments, you have to be brief. But when you're brief, a lot gets lost in translation and you don't get the context. And sometimes people just write for brevity, and I took it the wrong way. Not what you guys are writing. I'm talking about TikTok comments, where people just trying to get the comment in there, they write really fast, and it sounds like they're giving you a command. But it's not. You don't have time to write please, thank you. You know, you just like turn left, and it's like, man, you know, you wouldn't just like if you would be like, hey, can we go to the left? I want to see something. No, they're like, it sounds like a command, and I don't like commands because I'm an independent American, you know. Like, you can't tell me what to do. Yeah, take some photos. Yeah, it's a nice bridge. Yeah, I like walking across this. You know, when they built this 15, 20 years ago, I would walk across this at my lunch break all the time. Just like now, I would go over to Mariano's, get me some sushi, and then I would take a walk, just kind of meditate and look at the skyline. So now I get to do it, share it with you guys, share the wealth here. What time we got? 12:46. Yeah, I better start heading back here. Do we got time? Let's see. Which way should we go? Let's go this way. So eventually they're going to convert this into the ice skating ribbon. Of course, it probably won't be until Thanksgiving time until they actually, you know. Look at that. They're playing music, so let's see if anybody's in line. There's some people having a picnic. If we get over here, there'll be nice skyline views. We can walk around this. There you can see the St. Regis, the climbing walls. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. This is picture perfect. Thanks for watching it. Look at these beautiful blue skies. I would call this severe clear. There's a few thin clouds way over the lake, but if there's rain coming, I don't see it anywhere. And I hope this continues enough so I could walk home without getting wet tonight. Yeah, they pipe in music. They got climbing walls here. This is the ice skating ribbon, but they turn it into inline skating. And you can supposedly rent, yeah, these little scooters. And but I don't see many people doing it. You know, you can walk in there at your own risk. There's even benches on the inside. There's people sitting here. But look at these views to the skyline. We get behind the climbing walls there. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky. That's why to me, this is ideal temperature. It feels like it's not hot at all, but it feels great in the sunshine. The sunshine feels warm. There, DePaul University, 125 years. There, let's jump in this little security thing. Rent and ride. So I don't feel like going up the steps. We'll go around here because I think there's nice skyline views, and you know, we'll come back and revisit this all winter when people are ice skating, and they'll decorate this for the holidays, and you know, then we'll have the big huge. But it'll be harder to view the big huge ice skating rink in Millennium Park because they're working on the beam. That's usually the best place to look and get an overview of it with the skyline. That's it, yeah. Shorts on the bottom, sweatshirt on top. That's exactly the type of weather we got today, at least this morning, you know. And yeah, look at these views you get when you're ice skating on this ice skating ribbon. Got the climbing walls. I did see people using the climbing walls earlier this year. And then you can go inside. There's restrooms inside there. That's where you can rent the little scooters. And then in the wintertime, you can rent your ice skates. Yeah, we've had a nice, long, pleasant summer here in Chicago. We didn't get the severe heat that the rest of the country got. So positive, negatives to everything. And everybody makes fun of us for cold winters, but we had a beautiful summer by the lake. Nice long boating season. Even the beach season was great. People were still, there'll be people on the beach today maybe playing volleyball. If it's not raining, I'll try to check it out. Let's see if this weather holds off, or holds up. Man, I got these great climbing walls and no one uses them. All these great amenities. People were using the skateboard park. It was nice to see. That's a well-used skateboard park. Every time I go down to that skateboard park at Roosevelt, Michigan, there's people using it, which is good, you know. Yeah, let's go up this way. What time we got? 12:50. Yeah, I better go about this way. Try to get back to the office by 1 p.m. Chicago time. Hey, thanks for coming along this little lunchtime cruise. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Lisa. Yeah, thanks. Hopefully you're having... How's the weather out there in Omaha, Nebraska? Hopefully it's nice. And thanks for tuning in yesterday, everybody. Yeah, we saw some more interesting Halloween displays. We saw the ducks. Yeah, we saw the ducks. That was nice. The turtle. One turtle. I didn't see nice. And people like the ducks. That one video got 9,000 likes. For some reason, the video where I walk under Michigan, it got second life. It just sat there doing nothing for months, and then now, for some reason, some influencer must have shared it, and it freaks people out. They're all like, they keep thinking all the buildings are like supported by the streets. I'm like, no, all the buildings have independent foundations. The streets are like causeways. They're like bridges that surround them. The streets support themselves. The buildings go down to bedrock, at least these tall ones. And they're like, well, it's all going to collapse. I'm like, don't you think structure engineers, you ever cross a bridge? We cross bridges every day. You drive on the interstate, you trust us. You might as well trust this too. You go in a building, you go in an airport, it's all held up by structures, you know. Yeah, it's all going to deteriorate and collapse eventually, but hopefully not for hundreds of years, you know. We all go to the worst. I know people, we all want to go to this disaster mentality. I think the news does that to us. It's like, oh, I lost my connection there. I waved my hand in front of it, and then there's the new Prudential. Sorry, I lost connection there for a second, but I think I waved my hand in front of the signal there. And look at this. You see the, you know, this is the raised streets. Look at the L. Oh, really great weather. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, look at the L going by there on Wabash. Look at that vista with the Oriental, or the Nederlander Theater. See, I called it the old name. I'm an old fogey here calling things the wrong name. The Nederlander Theater, historically the Oriental, on Randolph here. And yeah, talk about the salons, the old. That's how I want to do it. I want to have intelligent conversations where we can have discussions respectfully and try to convince each other instead of all this name calling. And that's what, you know, I got to realize the mentality of TikTok is horrible. It's like people don't even want to have a discussion. They just want to ridicule things. And we are actually able to have a nice discussion here. Good, you know, sometimes I do need to be corrected or learn other people's perspective. That's what this is all supposed to be. Here's look, yeah, they redid this Plaza recently. This used to be a big fountain here. Some people miss the old fountain. It was like this circle fountain, but there's the Aon. Used to be Standard Oil Amoco building. Now it's Aon. 1,100 feet straight up. Looks like the World Trade Center. but former World Trade Centers. Same general structure. Yeah, me too. Adult education, it's a wonderful thing. It's like, and I know Woody Allen's a very controversial figure. I try to separate his artwork from his personal controversies, you know, with this, I won't even go there. But, and Annie Hall, you know, he kept telling Annie Hall, he goes, you should go back and adult education, it's a wonderful thing. And then she started, like, one of the professors was like hitting on her, and he goes, adult education's horrible. These people are, they don't know what they're talking about. And he, you know, it's like me too. I contradict myself. You know, I waffle back and forth. When it's convenient, I'm like, yeah, this is great. And when it's not, I complain about it. You know, it's just the nature of humanity. Hey, look at all these flags. They do put American flags up here. I wonder why they got all these corporate flags. See, look, there's the American flag, and we got all these corporate flags. Corporate America right here, they got their own flags. We should make the whole world like a college. This will be a giant college campus. That's what the new downtowns will be. It'll be a giant college campus. People will be sitting out like on the quad. It is nice walking through UIC. I saw the students sitting out there, lounging on the lawn, reading their books, and had their headphones on. Look at this fountain here. We've gone by here before. Hey, there's somebody actually using the table. That's nice. Yeah, practicing constructive discourse. Isn't that nice? Yeah, you got to actually, like, construct an argument like a debate team. You know, base it on facts, cite sources, not just base it on feelings and emotions and, you know, political slogans. Look, yeah, we've shown this many times. Here's the John Kearney sculptures here, these animalistic deer, family of deer here on the side of the Aon Plaza. This is nice, and that's where we just went. See, look, there's only one person using that. Phoenix, thanks for tuning in. Amber, yeah. Thanks for following both. I realize I got to be on multiple platforms. I can't put all my eggs in TikTok, of course, because they ban people for stupid reasons. I feel freer to talk. I don't feel like I could be myself on TikTok. Isn't that horrible? As a creator, tell TikTok as a corporation. As a creator, I do not feel comfortable being myself because of their draconian, algorithmic. They'll pull the plug. I walk past a controversial legal dispensary, and they'll pull the plug, and I can't even risk it. And I'm always censoring what I'm filming, and you know, and it's just horrible, you know. And TikTok or YouTube so far has been much more forgiving. With we can have more intelligent adult discussions, and I'm worried about the people running TikTok. I think there's an ulterior. We all know the security risk, but there's security risks to Google too. I know they got antitrust. Don't trust any corporations, even ones that say don't be evil. And it isn't amazing that Google removed the don't be evil once Sergey and the two founders left and took their money. Now Google has license to be evil because it's a corporation that profits over people. It's all about shareholder profits. But that's enough about that. As we go back to corporate America, the great halls of corporate America, what did university prepare us for? To be autonomons for corporate America, to keep that stock price up, you know. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, they didn't know what they didn't know. That's awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, you're in academia. You know, you're at the university. I know that's you're in teaching. You know, that's awesome. Thanks for your good perspective. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I got to go back to work. It's 12:59. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Look at the Pittsfield building. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Scenes of the city here in Chicago. We'll leave with the L's around in the corner right there. Look at that. Look how nice that is. Have a great day, everybody. You hear the sirens in the background. So we'll be on TikTok tonight. We'll keep on trucking. Thanks for following me on YouTube. Check out the live reruns there. And I'll have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Amber. Thanks, Chris, Dolores. Everybody else that was on. We had a really good discussion. Daniel. We'll talk to you later from Chicago. Have a great day, everybody.